Today we're back with another video and I'm going to be putting on a tier list all of the games that have been recommended by Gamebox from this past month. There are some amazing games that have come to mobile that are some in beta and some out globally now, and I'm going to see if I agree with their recommendations. The first game that Gamebox is looking at here is Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. Now this is in beta right now, but me loving action RPG style games, this hack and slash style game is absolutely amazing. I know that I personally have loved Devil May Cry from years and years of playing it on console. Now that we have a mobile version, it's pretty epic in my opinion. You guys know that I really do love this type of content coming over to mobile. Games that have been on PC and games that have been on consoles for so many years. Bringing them over to the mobile community is just amazing, and I am gonna go ahead and give this one an S tier. Doesn't get any better than that. Next being recommended is Ace Racer. This one is out right now and it is the newest in the racing category on mobile. This, unlike Devil May Cry, did not come from console, is just a mobile title, but it's a pretty good rendition of a racing game that you can now play. Now, we've always looked at games like Need for Speed and those types of big name racing titles. It's nice that Ace Racer has come to the scene and gives us another option for racers. The category is not massive, so when we get new titles like this that are actually making a splash in the scene, it's a good thing. The game's a lot of fun, it's super fast and enjoyable, and as you can see, you could use controllers with this one as well. Actually, with many of the games that we have on today's list. So in my opinion, this one is pretty good, so I have to go ahead and give it an A tier. Coming up next is Yeager, and this is an online action RPG game. Now, you guys know that I play a lot of games like Diablo Immortal. This one kind of reminds me a bit more of a Warframe style action RPG game. Now, I absolutely do love the genre itself, so when we have more games coming to the space, it really is a positive thing for the genre in general, specifically on mobile. This game is a lot of fun and it's super nice, and it's just a break up from the three big boys being Diablo Immortal, Torchlight Infinite, and of course, Undecember. I like that we have more options. This one is done really well. I'm gonna go ahead and give it, this one's tough. It's between an A and a B. I'm gonna give it a B tier. Summoner's War Chronicles. So maybe you're looking for something that is a lot more massive, a much bigger open world where you have just endless possibilities. Summoner's War is a name that we have known for a very long time, and it is done very well in the space. This one here does not fall short of that. Really nice game. I absolutely love the colors and how bright it is. It's not dark and dungeony, although I do like that as well with the other types of games that we play. But this one here is very refreshing, very fun. The controls are intuitive. It does offer controller support, and as we mentioned, this offers a massive open world with tons of players to do tons of different objectives inside of the game. It's literally endless amounts of things that you could participate inside of Summoner's War. So we have to go ahead and give this one an A tier. And guys, I just dropped my merch store. If you're interested in any Echo Gaming merch, go check it out. It's going to be linked in the description of this video. Next is High Water. This is a Netflix subscription-based game, and it's one that takes place on top of the water, which is not something that we typically see. It is an adventure-style game with some puzzle elements and some RPG elements to it as well. This one may not be one of my favorites, or it isn't one of my favorites, mainly because of the genre and style of gameplay, but that's not what this is all about. It's not just about me. It's about if this game is done well, if it plays well, and if it's a fun game that people that are into the genre will like. I think that it looks really nice with some more of a minimalistic art style, which is totally fine. But it is a really nice game and it brings a nice twist to the genre. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a B tier. Levistone Story, a free online RPG game. Now, we were just talking about minimalistic style graphics, and here we're getting that even to the next extent, offering a little bit more of a pixelated style than we just saw in the previous title. This is an RPG game that stands true to the genre from what you probably know and expect and possibly even love from years of old. I personally like the game. It's not the genre, again, that is right up my alley. It's not my first choice, but I think this one actually does a really nice job and represents the genre well, in more of a classic style that we all know and love from years of old. With that being said, this one's done well. I gotta go ahead and give it an A tier. Pro Car Driving Simulator. We were just talking about driving games and how the genre is a little bit undersaturated. Well, we have another option here. This is our racing style game, and I am not as in love with this one as I was in the one previously in the video. You didn't skip forward, right? You know what I'm talking about. Well, this one's done okay. It's a driving game for you driving enthusiasts that may be looking for more to add to your repertoire of games. I can't say too many great things though. This one's gonna be getting a C tier. Mighty Doom, you knew this one was coming. You've seen it in other lists on my channel before. This game, from the name alone, is gonna be scored really well. We all know and love Doom from days of old, one of the best ever games to hit PC. But this one right now is a very different version of Doom. This one here is a top-down. It kind of reminds me more of those endless style games where you have tons of hordes of enemies, but you have big boss battles in here. It looks great, it plays great, and it's vertical, which I absolutely love. We always need a vertical, casual style game that we can just quickly dive into in one hand when we just want to do something quick. Mighty Doom may be one of the games that I was most excited for launching this month, in addition to Call of Dragons, which, by the way, I started a whole new YouTube channel for Call of Dragons called Echo Call of Dragons. Go check it out. But this one here is amazing. I gotta go ahead and give Mighty Doom an S tier. Now we have a new version of Dead by Daylight Mobile, and I was a fan of the old version as well. I also loved a game called Identity 5, which was very similar. In this, you are trying to escape from the monsters as a team of 4. You have to find your way away. You don't want to get taken down. This is a very horror-style game, but in addition to that, it is an escape and strategy-style game as well. This was done amazingly on console and PC for years, made its way to mobile, and I think it really represents well on mobile. So, right off the bat, we gotta go ahead and give this one an S tier as well. Carbonized has been featured before on this channel, and it is one of the offline games that we focused on not too long ago. Its graphics are very simplistic and very to the game, which means it's not something like you've really ever seen before. It is nice and bright though, but with that being said, this strategy card style board game is mediocre at best. Is it something that's fun when you're trying to play some type of an offline title? Sure. For me though, this wouldn't be one I was excited to download on my phone, so I gotta give this one as well a C tier. Pixel Fantasia is up next, and this is a fighting style RPG online game that looks like it's a lot of fun. It's something that you could invest some time into, but it's probably not a game that I would end up spending hours per day playing. I have other games that I kind of commit that kind of time to, but this one is really fun. The graphics are really nice. The sounds are really good as well. And the art style reminds me of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from days of old. Really fun game. I gotta go ahead though and give it a B tier. I need you guys to let me know what you think of my tier list here today. Do you agree with my recommendations? Do you think that I scored them properly? Let me know in the comments section below, and remember to subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video.